The other day I colored my sister's hair. She always has really cool colors. I've like loved dyeing hair since I was like 10 years old, and she's always let me color her hair. So the other day I dyed her hair with like the hidden rainbow thing that people have been doing, where like, you know, they've got like their natural brown hair, black hair or whatever, but then they have a hidden rainbow panel on the inside. I'll like insert a picture somewhere. And I wanted to do that, but she already had orange hair and she loves having orange hair. She like feels most like herself when her hair is orange. So I pretty much decided to do her hair all over orange but a hidden panel inside, and I wanted to test out the new Good Dye Young colors. They're not really that new anymore, but they're new to me because I didn't know they came out with them. Okay, I'm like behind. So I wanted to test out the new colors. I got a bunch of them. I got Wondermint, I got Sky High, I got Stoned Pony, and I got like Pink Puff or something. And I ended up using all of them except Pink Puff. You'll see in the video why I can't use Pink Puff. I have not seen one review on like the new pastel things from Good Dye Young. I don't even see that many Good Dye Young reviews like at all, which is surprising because Hayley Williams is iconic and her hair color I thought was iconic. So yeah, I will play the video, and at the end I will also insert pictures of the final result. Alright, so I'm going to start off by bleaching her hair using 20 volume developer, and I ran out of my normal 20 volume, so I mixed two different 20 volumes, and then I'm going to section her hair into 4 quadrants. Sectioning hair like this just always makes it easier to get all of the roots, so I'm going to section up the back 2 sections and then the front 2 sections. And make sure that the hair is really brushed out, otherwise when you try and run your comb through it to separate it, it won't go through properly. And now I am just applying bleach only to the roots, doing my best not to let it overlap onto any of the orange at all since that has already been lightened. And I'm taking vertical sections. I know a lot of people take horizontal sections. You can do either, they both work perfectly fine. I just take vertical sections because I saw Guy Tang do it and he's a really good hairstylist, so I just try and do everything that he does. And then once I'm finished with the back sections, I am just clipping those away, and I'm going to move on to the front 2 sections and just completely saturate the roots. Yeah, once all 4 sections are done, I'm going to go in with color remover, and I have sectioned out the part of the hair that I want to be the hidden rainbow panel. So as you can see, I have a little clip down below. That all is hair that I'm leaving out that will remain orange. I don't know if you can tell, it's a little clip. And I'm just going to do back-to-back foils, coating all of this hair in color remover to try and get all this orange out, since the colors like purple and green and stuff cannot mix with orange. If they do, they will turn a brown color. So I'm going to color remove all of that, rinse out the bleach and the color remover, and actually the hidden rainbow panel just wasn't lightened enough, so I did go back over it with bleach. And now I'm just sectioning up again, going back in with the bleach, again doing back-to-back foils and bleaching only where there is orange. So some parts like the ends, they're not orange at all. I'm just going to completely leave those out of the foil. As you can see, they're just going to hang out of the foil because they are already light enough. I want to get as much of the orange out as I physically can, otherwise the other colors are going to appear very muddy. And the most important part of doing a hidden rainbow color is the sectioning. So when you section the hair, you want to leave out hair in the bottom part. So you want the lower part, like near the nape of her neck, you want to leave hair out there. You want hair on the top, and you also want to think about leaving hair around the sides, like around behind her ear and stuff, because if she were to put her hair up or anything, you might still see color there. And if you want it to be truly hidden, like the more hidden you want it, the thinner of a panel you want. She doesn't need to hide it for work or anything like that, so I didn't like too much effort into it. But now I'm just going into the sections of the actual hidden rainbow part, and I am using several different colors that are each going to have their own panel. And the most important part in this is keeping these sections separated. So what I'm doing is I am coloring a section, and then I am laying down saran wrap. I'm just taking plain old plastic wrap and just laying it down over top of the previous color to keep them as separate as possible. If they touch, they're just going to turn into the same color. They're just going to mesh, and I don't want that. I want to keep them as separated as possible. And then I'm going in with the blue color. You can see it's still like very slightly orange, but it was light enough to the point where I didn't want to bleach her hair or anything like that again, and I felt like the colors would cover it, and they do cover it very nicely. So if you can't get every single ounce of color out, that's okay. You just want to get out as much as you can. And I don't have any gloves, but something that can really help you with keeping colors from blending into each other is wearing gloves. And an important thing to note while rinsing your hair to keep the colors separated is you don't want to let the colors run over each other. So try and rinse your hair each section at a time independently. And here I'm going in with Pink Puff, and you'll see why I can't use it. This looks like a conditioner. I mean, these are all pastels, yes, but you saw the other pastels. They're a lot more pigmented still, so I'm just going to go right back over it with yellow. Wasn't able to use the pink, unfortunately, but it's okay because this yellow is still really pretty, and it just covers it right up. Now I'm going into the orange that I'm putting on all the rest of her hair. So I actually went and rinsed out the colors, the rainbow part, and I put it up, and I am now covering it in conditioner. So I rinsed each of the sections by themselves, and now I pinned them up and I'm covering them in conditioner. That way, if I accidentally get orange on them, the conditioner is acting as a barrier to keep that orange from kind of bleeding onto any of my lighter, more pastel rainbow colors underneath. So I'm just going to completely cover everything with orange, and I'm just fully saturating the hair. If you don't fully saturate your hair, it's going to come out patchy. So yeah, just definitely make sure you take very thin sections and just evenly coat the hair. Don't be afraid to use a ton of product. And once I fully finish this, I'm going to rinse out the top of her hair, having her lean forward in the sink so that the orange hair color does not run over the inner rainbow colors. So it shouldn't have a chance to come in contact with it at all. Then once the orange is rinsed out, have her turn around and lean backwards over the sink, which is really difficult and painful, I know, but then rinse out the little orange piece in the back, then rinse out the conditioner and everything together. I let this sit in her hair for about 2 hours. The longer you let it sit in the hair, the more likely the color is to stick, and it won't take to the other sections of the hair as well. Alright, so that is the whole process of how I did a hidden rainbow panel of like good dye young pastels and my sister's like neon orange hair. And I could not use that pastel pink. It was like so light. I don't know if that's how everyone's is. I swear mine must have been a bad batch because I don't even know, like, I don't know, it was just really light. And the yellow just covered it right up. But the Wondermint color looks like amazing. It's so pretty. That's like one of my favorite shades of green. It applied so nicely. All of them did. Like, they're a nice, like, thick consistency. They're not super runny. They didn't get all over the place. They stayed right where I put them. They smell so great because Good Die Young always uses, I think it's bergamot, whatever. They always use that essential oil in their hair color because it's supposed to, like, be the essential oil for happiness and all that, which I think is, like, super cool, and it just smells really good. However, I tried out Wondermint and Sky High on my younger brother, like, more recently than I did my sister's hair, because I just do my family's hair nonstop. So I did my brother's hair using those two colors, and the Wondermint, if you want to check out that video, I'll try and put it somewhere so you can see how much it faded. It was like the pink, like, it went on, you know, like a deep greenish color, and then when it washed out, it was like the like baby's hint of a color, just like a little smidget of a color. It was like a whisper. It was like the LaCroix of a color, okay? It was like nothing. So definitely, if you're using it, I'd say let it sit for a really, really long time. I think the reason it picked up so well on my sister's hair and not my younger brother's hair is because her hair has been lightened at least 5 times, maybe like 7. So her hair is really, really porous, and so it probably just like picked up that color. Because I only have the hair I sit for a half hour. So for a half hour for her very porous hair, that was fine. But for his that had only been bleached once, it was not enough time. So definitely make sure you apply it on like dry hair. Maybe just let it sit for like a really long time, because when that color picks up, it's stunning. It's so beautiful in my sister's hair. You can blow dry your hair. Like, you just get a blow dryer. You don't have to blow dry it till it's like dry and brittle or anything like that, but just for like 5 minutes, blow the blow dryer over. Definitely try waiting longer and maybe even blow drying your hair if you want to use those colors. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope this video helped someone, and have a nice day.